Hello, and welcome back to Frederik Today, the podcast where we dive into the real challenges and strategies of building startups. I'm Frederik van Leerde, and today's topic is one that hits close to home for many of us. What's the real cost of saying yes to every opportunity? Saying yes isn't just about focus or growth. It's also about your mental health and your team's ability to thrive. And because I know you tune in for actionable takeaways, we'll break this down with practical advice you can implement immediately. Before we jump in, remember to check the episode description. It's got a list of the sections we'll cover, so you can skip to the part that speaks to your current challenges. Let's start with why we say yes so often. For entrepreneurs, every opportunity feels like the one that could change everything. A big client asks for a custom feature? You say yes. A chance to speak at a conference? Yes. A random partnership idea? Sure, why not? It feels like momentum, right? But here's the truth. Momentum without direction is just wasted energy. When you say yes to everything, you're spreading yourself and your team too thin. Your core product starts slipping, customers notice, and suddenly, the thing that makes your startup special takes a backseat to endless distractions. Start using an opportunity filter. Score every opportunity on 3 factors. 1. Alignment. Does it align with your long-term mission? 2. ROI. Is the potential return worth the time and resources? 3. Capacity. Can your team realistically take it on without compromising other priorities? If it doesn't score at least 4 out of 5 in 2 of those areas, you've got your answer. Say no. Saying yes comes with costs that aren't always obvious. Here's what happens when you overcommit. 1. Diluted focus. You lose clarity on what's important. Your team spends energy on things that don't move the needle. 2. Opportunity costs. Every yes to a low-value task is a no to something that could truly grow your business. 3. Burnout. You and your team can't sustain endless commitments. The stress piles up and productivity plummets. For example, before you agree to a project or partnership, map out exactly how much time and energy it will take, and be honest about what it will cost your team. Then ask, what high-priority task will suffer because of this? If the trade-off isn't worth it, walk away. Here's something I've learned the hard way. Overpromising usually comes from a good place. You want to impress a client, make a partner happy, or avoid conflict. But when you don't deliver on time, or you deliver something half-baked, it can hurt your reputation more than saying no in the first place. Let me share a quick story. A founder in the e-commerce chatbot space I worked with said yes to every client request, thinking it would grow their revenue. What happened? Deadlines slipped, clients got frustrated, and the team burned out trying to keep up. The result? They lost more brands than they gained. Use scripts to say no respectfully. For instance, this sounds like a great idea, but right now we need to focus on delivering for our current clients. Let's revisit this in a few months. We'd love to collaborate, but taking this on would mean compromising other commitments. I'll reach out when we're in a better position to explore this. This way, you protect your boundaries without burning bridges. So, if saying yes to everything doesn't work, what does? The answer is strategic focus. Startups like Stripe, Zoom, and Airbnb didn't get where they are by doing 1,000 things. They got there by doing one thing incredibly well. Here's a framework to help you stay focused. 1. Revisit your mission and vision regularly. Every quarter, ask yourself, are our current priorities aligned with our long-term goals? 2. Create a stop doing list. Look at everything your team is working on and identify what isn't adding value. Then cut it. 3. Say yes to opportunities that amplify your strengths, not ones that pull you into areas where you lack expertise. For example, if your startup is great at B2B SaaS, don't chase shiny B2C ideas because someone suggests it. Stay in your lane and dominate it. Now, let's talk about your team. If you're overcommitting, chances are they are too. That's not just inefficient, it's demoralizing. A focused team is an effective team, but focus starts with leadership. If you're clear about priorities and disciplined about saying no, your team will follow suit. 1. Hold weekly or bi-weekly priority meetings. Use these to openly discuss what's on everyone's plate and what needs to come off. 2. Empower your team to push back. For example, let them flag tasks or projects that feel misaligned with your goals. 3. Celebrate focus. Recognize team members who deliver exceptional results on fewer high-impact tasks instead of just rewarding busyness. This not only builds trust, but also keeps your team engaged and motivated. Finally, let's address the elephant in the room, your mental health. Entrepreneurs are notoriously bad at taking care of themselves, and I say this as someone who has been there. Saying yes to everything isn't just bad for your business, it's bad for you. 1. Block focus time on your calendar every week. Use it for strategic thinking, deep work, or simply stepping back to recharge. 2. Build in recovery time. Schedule breaks just like you schedule meetings. Your brain needs downtime to perform at its best. 3. Learn to delegate. Saying no doesn't always mean turning something down. It can also mean passing it on to someone else who's better equipped to handle it. When you protect your mental health, you're not just doing yourself a favor, you're becoming a stronger, more effective leader for your startup. So what's the real cost of saying yes to every opportunity? It's focus, energy, and your startup's long-term success. But here's the good news. Saying no isn't a weakness, it's a superpower. By learning to filter opportunities, protect your team's bandwidth, and prioritize your mental health, you're setting your business up for sustainable growth. Thanks for listening to Frederik Today. Don't forget to check the episode description for a breakdown of the sections we covered. And if you found this helpful, share it with a fellow entrepreneur who might be feeling overwhelmed by all the opportunities coming their way. Until next time, I'm Frederik Van Leerde. Stay focused, stay strategic, and keep building the future you believe in.